Here we go, here we go. This review comes to us, or to you, from me, from the good folks at CountyCom. They really have amazing products there. If you haven't checked them out, you really should. I have a number of products I just purchased from them. This is one of them. This is the Embassy pen, and a little bit of, I guess, history with my opinion on pens. I really don't have one, I guess. I know people can be passionate about writing instruments and, obviously the type of grip and things of that nature, but I just never got into it. I don't know why. I mean, there are those times where you pick up somebody's pen, they let you borrow it, and you're like, man, this thing writes great. But I just, for me, whatever pen was around, I don't know, whether it was one of these cheap Papermates, $2 for like 20 in a pack or something, or just some random, this came from one of the Michigan education organizations. I mean, it's a pen, right? But my opinion has really been shifted by this purchase. I mean, I don't collect pens at all. Again, it's that whole thing of when just random, at work or just out somewhere, and someone gives you a pen, and you're like, oh man, it does make a difference when you write. And now that I'm a little bit more, I guess, conscious of my whole, just what I carry on my person, and or just kind of like the previous video, you're a little bit more aware of what it is that you're carrying, and this is no different, and this will kind of be one of those learning experiences that I guess I'm glad I'm going through. But yeah, so I would say this particular pen is really of just highly constructed material. It's kind of first of all, if you don't know the whole way that CountyCom offers some of its products, essentially they would manufacture some items for the government, or government agencies, and this happened to be a leftover batch from something that the government had requested, very specific, requirements that they had for it, and they, I guess, fulfilled the contract, and these were kind of a leftover batch, so they're selling them. So it's a limited item at the moment. It's something that I don't know, which I believe they've also mentioned this. They probably will not be carrying this item once they're gone, once the inventories have been depleted. And the good thing about this is, I'll talk more about the construction, but really there's only these pieces. I mean, this is it, and this refill, which is very cool, is a Fisher Space Pen refill. As you can see, there's like a little O-ring here as well that just further adds to the waterproofness, as well as just any type of debris. But if you're not familiar with Fisher Space Pen, which I really, I had heard of them before, but again, as a non-pen aficionado, I really just kind of just glossed over them. But Fisher Space Pen, apparently you can write upside down, underwater, anywhere from 250 degrees Fahrenheit, all right, which is 121 degrees Celsius, or minus 30 Fahrenheit, or minus 35 Celsius, or I'm sorry, yes, minus 35 Celsius. It's meant to handle really hostile environments, and this pen absolutely delivers. I mean, I've only had it for about 2 weeks, and again, it writes beautifully. Of course, you're not going to be able to tell that, just within this video at all, but I'm telling you, it is so smooth, and it doesn't really, again, I've only had it for 2 weeks, but I don't anticipate the tip getting kind of gunked like some of the other cheaper type pens and the ink will do, maybe mixing in with dust and some other just, again, environmental debris. But you know, and the fact that the clip that's on this thing is, man, this clip is really unbelievable. As you can see, it kind of has the whole, like, you know, Allen wrench bolts that are here, these two, and this thing is super strong. I mean, you know, if you're gonna put this in your bob bag, or if it's just going to really, you know, put it in your belt, on your belt, and or in your pocket, this clip, I have no doubts about this. One of the strongest clips I've ever seen on anything. You know, what else can I say? The body on it is it's an anodized aluminum body, very, very heavy. You know, again, in terms of the weight, you could probably, I don't recall, I didn't write it down, but you know, it feels really substantial in your hand, and you know, it also has essentially this type of grip material. I mean, this is, again, this whole thing is metal, but you know, these grooves that are built in really feel solid in your hand. And you know, that's, I guess, all I really have to say about this. You can choose to, I'm not really the type that likes a smaller pen like this, but you know, if you wanted to roll with okay, here's a pen, basically the size of the palm of, you know, I don't know, I wear a large glove. I don't have extra large hands, but you know, you can do that. Okay, this is a test. Da, da, da. So that's it. You know, this is the CountyCom Embassy Pen, but check it out, countycom.com. That's all I have for you guys. Thanks.